everyone, welcome to my channel and my first video ever here on YouTube. Today I will be teaching you guys how to live an aesthetically fashionable life. So to define aesthetics, as an adjective, it is defined as concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Now, most people actually understand aesthetics a little bit differently in terms of its noun form. So when I say a girly aesthetic or a bohemian aesthetic, you immediately know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of fashion. In reality, is just anything that you find beautiful and that you are appreciative of in all its beauty. So that can be anything from art and fashion, music, it can be the outdoors, nature, it can be film and TV, really anything. It can honestly be even just the carpet and all the little flecks of color throughout. And a lot of times it's not something you'd think to look at. So today I'm going to show you guys a couple of tips that I like to use in order to incorporate a more aesthetically fashionable life in regards to what we wear and how we feel. So aesthetics is inherently a part of philosophy. What we wear and how we wear it depends solely on how we feel about what we're wearing or how we feel towards seeing other people's. So it's not just about a cute outfit, it's also about how you view it as an art piece, as its own statement, what you're trying to portray to the world. And in my education, this was specifically what we were taught, was how does what people wear portray the type of person they are? You don't even realize that the way you dress tells a story and it tells who you are through purely visual mediums. So tip number one is to see the potential in everything. So when I say see the potential, I mean try out trends, try out everything. Give everything a chance. Just looking at it on someone else doesn't mean you won't like it on yourself. So give yourself a chance to try something new colors and new trends. I know most stylists and most fashion gurus tell you to avoid following trends, but I think quite the opposite, because a lot of times you can find similar versions of it at a thrift store or in your own wardrobe already, because most everything comes back around anyway. Give everything a chance. Make sure to be open to the potential in every item. So tip number two is to have options always. If you buy an item and you see it and you think, oh, that's really nice, I really love this, and you buy it immediately, you come home and then it matches or goes with nothing in your wardrobe, then it's not as worthwhile as an item that you can already see and envision how it will seamlessly factor into your wardrobe. So it's not necessarily quantity that I'm talking about right now, it's the quality of options that you have with it. Because let's be honest, we all would love to have giant rooms full of clothing and to go shopping anytime we need something or want something new. But most of us can't actually do that, so I think it's super important to be able to see and envision different ways. And a really easy way to do that is to go into Pinterest or onto Google and type in the piece that you are looking at or you are wanting to find or buy, and see how other people have styled it, and that'll usually give you an idea. So just always have options. Always make sure you have options with every piece of clothing. Tip number three is do not be afraid to go into your current wardrobe and bring a new life to items you already have. So try out different combinations of colors or different textures together. Try out wacky combinations that you think won't work, because you never know. It could absolutely transform things that you already have that doesn't involve you getting a new wardrobe completely. This works really well also if you already know how to sew or you are teaching yourself how to sew, because I personally believe that everybody should know how to sew, even at a bare minimum. Doing little alterations here and there will vastly change the way your clothing looks. If it fits you well, if you feel confident in it, it'll show to others as well. So knowing how to sew doesn't mean knowing how to completely make your own garments, but just knowing little things here and there that can really help tailor and alter things to your liking. You can do thrift flips and DIY projects to start off, but you can really move up to creating garments that are 100% the way you want them. And I personally think everybody should learn how to sew and know how to sew, even just at a basic level. So number 4 is find inspiration everywhere. Go out onto the streets, onto your sidewalk, out your window, and look for inspiration. Look at the leaves, look at the sky, look at the colors along the different cars and the lights and how it twinkles in the night. I genuinely believe that there is art and inspiration in everything. You might not feel it right now because the problem right now with society is that we are told to work, and focus and hone in on what we need to do. But a lot of times you're missing the beauty that is fully around you. You're missing the sunsets and the sunrises and the grass as it blows in the wind. It sounds crazy, but once you take a second to sit down and look at the inspiration that's around you, it doesn't matter where you live. It's everywhere. Inspiration is everywhere. And if you would like something that is a little bit easier to start off with than just staring at grass, I get it, then I would really recommend looking at the internet. The internet have given you this wealth of information and graphics that you can really use to your advantage. So create a Pinterest account and add a couple of boards in of different styles or different interests that you have, and you can really go along very easily and just add things in quickly. And then see what you come up with and see what you already have in your wardrobe, pieces you might like. It will absolutely help you, I promise. But not only that, the entertainment industry, which I've been working in for the last few years, really is designed and created to be innovative, so that you get transported to another place, right? So all of these actors, they're just like you and me. But once they put on the clothing and once they add the lighting and the effects and the sets, that's when it really comes together. So look at different TV shows, films that you love, and just take a second to look at what they're wearing. Take a second to look at the surrounding areas and the effects that are in there that give off this aesthetic or this visual representation of where they are and who they are. Because let me tell you, these are professional people who have won awards, and a lot of times what is in the entertainment industry, what is on TV or in films, also has a big impact on what becomes a trend later on. So it doesn't hurt to watch TV. At least for me it doesn't. And also take a second to look back at past trends. Not just the last 5 to 10 years, but also the past 50 years, past 100 years. A lot of what happens in fashion is cyclical. So what you might not realize is that it goes in ebbs and flows. What is popular right now has probably been popular before. Right now we've seen a lot of the Y2K resurgence and the 90s as well. A lot of the very girly Paris Hilton. It's all done in a slightly different way. So silhouettes even will change and go back and forth. So right now you see the really big, fluffy, full sleeves, but eventually it'll go back down and it'll be the slimmer sleeves. And if you pay attention to that, it also will help you see the way that trends work and see if it's something that you want to follow, or if you want to change up, because fashion icons are known because they were trailblazers. They are known because they had a vision of what they were wearing, even if it wasn't completely in trend. They started the trend. So why can't that be you? Why can't you wear something that starts the trend? That's how it happens. It just starts with one person. So to wrap this video all up, I just wanted to end by asking this one question. Who decides what is beautiful or what is considered art? You hear about art critics and film critics and even fashion critics, bloggers, everyone like that. But at the end of the day, the only person that can truly say whether or not what you're wearing is beautiful or artistic is you. Your mentality is the biggest thing that will propel you into living an aesthetically fashionable life. That's really all it is. If you're confident in what you're wearing, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because you will always have critics and you will always have fans. Okay everybody, that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you made it this far. And if you have any tips that you think would also be helpful, or any recommendations for future videos, just make sure to comment down below. If you would like to join this fun aesthetic family, then make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell notification button so that you know every time I post a video. And if you'd like, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Penelope Revelo. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!